Hey everyone, it's Nick Jerislow here with the Jerislow's Happy Home team, and I just wanted to share real quick some thoughts on how you can kind of find out how much your home is worth. And so, kind of the first and truthful and somewhat silly answer is nobody really knows until you actually put the home up for sale and can test the open market and see kind of where the supply and demand and what a ready, willing, and able buyer is going to pay. That said, it doesn't mean you have to just take a wild shot in the dark when you're getting ready to put your home up for sale. And so there are a couple automated valuation services that are out there that can be a good, helpful resource. Most people these days are pretty familiar with Zillow, and that's when that kind of has its own magical algorithm where it'll compute your estimated home value based on square footage, price, lot size, relation to other sales in your immediate area. Tricky thing about that, however, is that it's just kind of pulling static numbers off public databases, and so it's hard for them to know. Maybe you spent $100,000 totally remodeling your house, or you might have some superior view that your neighbor next door doesn't have. So, there's no way for them to have a perfect system to really accurately estimate that. And, by and large, we usually find that, for like a Zillow type system, the accuracy is typically plus or minus 10%, which, if you're not looking to sell and just kind of want a rough ballparky figure, can be a good way to just get a shoot from the hip number. Now, when it comes to actually trying to identify a market price, if you are looking to sell, then you certainly want to be armed with a bit more information, just because plus or minus 10% could be $50,000 or $100,000 a swing in the wrong direction in some cases. And so, we always look to put together a very in-depth analysis for our clients, where we can kind of see specific to their home that has similar views, upgrades, improvements, and so forth, looking back over the last 6 months. And being in the trenches every single day allows us to have a very deep insight of, what the market will most likely bear. Over the last 12 months, our average list to sales price for our listings has been over 106%. So on average, we're able to get our clients 6% more than what they're asking. So, numbers have been pretty fairly accurate and be able to create that frenzied situation to drive the price up. Now you might be thinking, well, if I'm not thinking about selling, then why do I care what my home's worth? And that's certainly true too. It's kind of like stocks as well. It's only up or down if you're selling. But, for most people, their home is their biggest kind of nest egg that they have. It's the largest way to accumulate wealth for most people in America. And so on one hand, it's nice to kind of know where things stand. Also, there might be some ways to tap into some of the equity to leverage into other investments. Your home's probably worth more than you think. Just since 2012's home prices across King County have doubled. Some areas have seen even greater increases than that, like Southeast Seattle, for instance, kind of Rainier Beach, those areas have seen values triple just in the last 6 years. So if you want to get an idea of where they're at, we're always happy to put together an in-depth analysis for you. There's no cost or obligation. We can also help with kind of come up with some creative ideas where maybe you don't want to sell your home, but maybe you could tap into some of that equity to buy an investment property or invest elsewhere, and not just use your home as an ATM to go buy jet skis and go on crazy vacations, but utilize that equity and reinvest in a smart way. So if you'd like to have a in-depth analysis for your home, just feel free to shoot us a message or visit us online at happyhometeam.com. Thanks so much.